Rico cannot today. I'm going to tell you about a small experience I had recently, but I was going to do a video about that. Um, I I've not done yoga like I was used to do regularly since almost 1 month. And when I came back from my trip from the Redwoods, I did a yoga session I cannot say intense, but very deep, and I took the time more than usual. It's something I was used to do, but that I did it even deeper and slower, and I did maybe 1 hour and a half. And when I ended, I was on the back. I'm going to take out that a little bit. I was on my back. It's so hot here. You have no idea. It's Yazoo cannot join. I see again, cannot join. And I lie down on my back, and I totally sink, like let my body totally go on the mat. And suddenly I felt my head having a movement by herself. So I let my head do the movement by herself until the point, and it was nice. It was like sliding, rolling on the mat, very, very slow. And it's interesting because I was telling to my friend Bernard recently that I had an experience recent that I never had before. When I was in my bed, mostly on the side, the morning after doing my exercise, my breathing exercise that you may know about, one day I felt that I was really relaxed, and I felt that my body did a movement by itself. It was not a movement I decided. It was a movement by itself, and it was pleasant. It was like rotating by itself. I was like, wow. And I thought I had mental coming, and it stops. And I had an experience like that, not with my body, but with a tree many years ago, where I was running, and I stopped to sit against a tree, and suddenly I felt an undulation in my back, and it was so good. And the moment I put my mental in, it stops. And I guess it's the vibration, the frequency, the undulation that we are all under, because we are undulating, we are frequency, we are energy, so it's moving all the time. And I had again this experience with the body, again in my bed, and I let it go that time. And it's like, it was not a movement of my will, it was a movement of my body by itself. And it was not unpleasant, it was very pleasant. I guess it's because my body now, it starts maybe to see that I'm very friendly with him. So it started to do his own things, And it was really funny because I was like there. And it's difficult to explain. It's a movement that you cannot decide, that it's beyond your wanted to do it. It's a movement that comes by itself. And it has a kind of turning thing. And I make me think about a seaweed in the ocean, like that. So it was like that. Oh, it was really good. And now I want to have this feeling again. So it's funny because when I did this yoga session last time, some days ago, I had that with my head. And when my head was stuck, because my head turned and slid, and it was like a very fluid movement. And it goes to one side, and I say, oh, now what's going to happen? In a way, I was like, I'm stuck there. So I was staying like that, and I decided to imprint a little movement, just little, in the other direction. And I let go. And my head turned and slides on the other way. But it was not my will. I was letting go. I just gave a little impulse, just a little impulse to don't stay stuck there and to see if my head will do the same thing on the other. And it did. And it's like sliding and rolling and rolling. And again, it was stopped there. So I was breathing very deeply. So this is an experiment I did recently, and I wanted to share with you because it was like, and it's pleasant. It's try to, when you finish to do some exercise, to really, really relax, you know, to really let go. I think it's the let go, and the let go, let the vibration, the ondulation that we are, because you see, even the trees, when they grow with the movement of the cosmos, like the spiral of the DNA. Their branches grow regarding also how the planets are turning during the years, and they grow like that. And this spiral, it's our DNA is like that. So has a little world and the bigger world are on the same, like holograms, holographic, we can be in that movement and can feel that movement. And this was really, really, really pleasant. And make me think also about the Dervish Turner. I've been once to see a show of Dervish Turner, and it's like mesmerizing, and it's like, and I wonder how they do to don't fall. But I guess it's because they are part of this cosmic all, you know, of the wholeness, and they can do this, and they let go, and they just let go. And it's really pleasant to watch. I don't know if you saw Dervish Turner show. It's really fascinating, and it's beautiful, really, really beautiful. So, un peu de détente, ça fait du bien. Yes, yes, yes. So also, we did a video live with Anouk about birthing last day, and we're going to do it in English also very soon this week. So like that, you will have the English version because it was in French. Voilà. Thank you for my hair. Yes, I love them. Yeah, but they are different. You see, it's different. But I love it. Don't worry, I'm gonna grow. I would love to have a haircut by Jer. He cut hair so well. So maybe he's coming at spring. And like that, I may have his haircut that is fantastic. Where my hair feels like they are energized and alive and like, you know, free. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, Jer may come in spring and he will be here a few days. So if one day you want to have an amazing haircut, let me know, because I can tell you when he's here, he stays a few days in LA area, and you can really have something that is really amazing. Okay, so I wish you a good end of Sunday. We gonna try again with Yazoo to do this live video. I'm gonna be part at a discussion session about masterizing inner and outer freedom with Yazoo. I register for 6 months. It's one session a month on the last Saturday of the month. And Belinda introduced me to Yazoo some months ago by video on YouTube. And I really, really connected with that. And I'm really excited to be part of the group. And I have some friends here, followers and customers who are going to be part of the group as well, because I share with them. And I'm going to put you the link with Yazoo if you want to go and see on his website what it's about. Like this, it can be an introduction of our video. I never I never met him in person. I never even exchanged by phone with him, but I'm excited to do this live video that will be about freedom and beauty. It can maybe speaks to a lot of you. And voila. So I also follow a little bit the rally in Washington, D.C. It was really intense. It was really amazing to see that. People are waking up more and more and see that we cannot be fooled anymore. And all around the world, it's slowly, you have some government that are falling and others that are coming to stop all this nonsense. So things are moving in the beautiful way. We have to be patient, endurant, to be on our integrity, what is right for us, and to see that this 2022 year, it's a year of the Arcane 6. It's about the choice, the lover. And maybe it's time to realize that no matter our choices, they are right for us and they have to be respected as they are. We cannot impose choices on others as they cannot do on ourselves. So maybe it's a year after all what happened for 2 years that people are going to start to realize that they have the right, everybody has the right to make their own choices for themselves, for their body, for their lives, and that we cannot continue to be, moved or conditioned in one or another one direction. And that no matter the political side, it's not about that. It's not about I'm for or can't. It's not about that anymore. And people, I think, gonna start to see that they have to be all together, no matter their differences. What I'm saying since the beginning, since 2020, when all this started, that our differences are our richness. And it's like that. And freedom is very important because it's only when we are free that we can create and that we can bring beauty to the world. So this is more or less all what is in my live video. It's always the same topic in a way. So it's for that sometimes I have the feeling that I repeat myself. But it's what, for me, it's what matters. It's create beauty. How can we create an art piece with ourselves? How can we create just mimicking nature like nature does? That everywhere you go where there is nature, no man-made things, it's in balance, it's in harmony. Shades, texture, shapes, colors, everything is beautiful, even when it's dark gray or cloudy or foggy, it's beautiful. So how can we do this and take advantage even of what we don't like about us? Even of what, how can we look this thing we don't like differently from another perspective? How can we just see that maybe if we don't like that, it's because it attracts us. For us to bring attention, to give our attention to that, and to really be present with that, and to really see that thing that bothers us, and to find a way to discover that there is something that we can transform or that we can see differently, like, like in martial art, you take the energy of the adversary and you use it at your advantage. And how can we do that, And in everything, it's for everything. This process it's really, because when you have one thing, you have always the opposite. You have the day, you have the night. There is always, they goes together. It's like antagonist forces that are at work together to reveal, to catalyze, to inspire, to make in motion, to stimulate imagination, to, in a way, bring frustration, to be able from the frustration to a desire of something else. So how can we be inventive in that way? And instead of rejecting what you don't like, just investigate a little bit what we don't like, just or what we are afraid of. You know, I go back to this. You know, for me, music, it's a thing that I cannot say scare me. I'm not scared, but seems something that is impossible to do because I'm dyslexic. I don't know how to use my hand coordination. When I took some workshop of dance, I'm totally lost because I don't know. We do this with one arm and that with another, and I can't. But I have so much fun. I did this with my granddaughters. I've been in workshop, and I don't care. I'm laughing because it's so funny that I'm unable to do what these young people are doing or other people are doing. So for me, music was the art. I always said it's the art I cannot do it. And now I have that. So I'm not a musician. I was not scared, but I was like, no, I cannot do music and blah, blah, blah. And finally now I enjoy just the instrument, just to make sound. And I let do, you know, and I love it. And I spend, I can say, hours with that, just repeating the same thing and feeling the vibration, and it's so good. So you see, it's something I was like, no. And now, so it's that, you know, try to find pleasure, even in things that are not very, sometimes attractive, or you're like, I cannot do that. Try, you know. Voila, I wanted to share a little bit of this with you, and I hope you are doing well. Here I'm boiling. It's so hot here today. It's like a summer day, very, very hot. Let's see if I have some question quickly. And you can get this instrument. Yeah, you can check on Pan, and you can. Me, I bought it on here on Lakewood, Long Beach. It's mine is Dave Island Instrument in Long Beach, but you can check online. Hey, Louisa. Oh, Louisa, thank you for the bird I saw yesterday on the beach. You gave me so much information about these birds, and it was a beautiful bird, and I'm sure he was like a pet. He was lost. He was like very friendly, but in the same time he was like disoriented. He was like looking for his people, you know. So I posted an ad on Nextdoor. Maybe people, I have no time to check, but maybe people saw him and did something, or maybe it was someone. Yes, yes, Belinda, it's that. Whatever has a front has a back in the Tao, yeah. And yeah, the opposite. For me, it's necessary, like what is going on right now. Yeah. But you know, Belinda, it's true, it's that, you know, it's the creation of ourself over and over, like you say, it's that, to bringing the true self into the world. And it's very interesting because since I came back, I'm a little bit also disoriented because all these new things, I feel that I'm changing. I feel that bringing this instrument in my life and playing that, something is changing. I'm a little bit like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I'm not like I'm usual. It's very interesting. And I know it's because this is acting, especially vibration. It's really acting deeply. So it's changing, as DNA is changing all the time. I guess my DNA with hours of and pan drum is changing. So I spend time doing nothing, and it's great, and I love it. I'm sleeping a lot these days. Actually, I was really tired some days ago. The day after they launched, they activated the 5G, so I thought it was that. The day after, I had a like headache here. Wow, all the day. I was like, so I guess this is also affecting us. I know it's affecting us a lot. But we are mutant, and we adapt, and we're going to become stronger, and we're going to develop other faculties by that. I want to see it this way. I don't want to see it in a negative way. Voila. So I wish you a good evening, and take good care and have fun. Big kisses to all of you, and thank you for watching. And